Look, from a key account perspective, your biggest KPI is delivering profitable growth, right? So it's not that you don't look, but the temptation of key account management to be related to negotiations, or only negotiations, and only the pharmacy, and only selling and buying of products. I think that's a critical part. It's important, but nevertheless, it's so you'll have to, like I said, you will have to have something that is known as on invoice and off invoice negotiations when you do. So that when you have a joint business plan, you're not just talking about your turnovers and your revenues and your growths and your G2N and all of that. That's important. That is one element of that. However, you are like what Pushkar said, and then Gaurav said, and Vivek as well, that we're looking at how do we create value. So it's something that you're going to have a customized approach for that account. The account knows what is the partnership that you're going to have at the beginning of the year for the whole year. So it's not random one-off his participation. So he does an annual meeting and you participate. You take a stall. He does negotiations once in a year and you quote in that negotiations and stuff like that. It's a plan which is customized for an account, which has come up with a joint mutual value creation, and then you have that plan for a period of 1 year. It would include elements of product, it would include elements of engagement, partnerships, it would include elements of engagement and partnership from an organization or an account wide. It may not have anything to do with your product, but it will still have that because your and the organization's sort of value creation, you've come to a term where you want to do the engagement there, right? So as a result of which, there are both these elements that you will have to do. There is no trade-off in the element, but there is a plan that you will need to prepare both off invoice as well as the on invoice.
The devil is in the detail, and which is that, what's the value? I mean, value word itself is so enticing to be used so much that, we can go overboard with it. But at the end of the day, it has to be a balance. We are here as well to earn the salaries and run the organizations. So, I think the way in which it has to be done is every account has to be thought through differently. Every account has to be approached differently. And somewhere we have to understand the archetypes. I mean, some accounts are going to be easy to implement, difficult to generate, right? Some account is going to be faster to generate. And I think that should basically be leading in us to decide what and how should it be approached. So that's my couple of cents on the org structure.